When most people think of the name Edgar Allan Poe, they think of ravens, black cats, and death.
People need to remember that Edgar Allan Poe was a real person, like any other human being who was haunted by his past. In his life, as an orphan in the 1800s, he had to endure many problems from people. Like in his time, people caused many problems for other people.
He was lonely most of his life, which had pushed him to alcohol abuse, madness, and self-destruction.
Are people today so different from Edgar Allan Poe?
Many people today are lonely like Edgar Allan Poe, but we monsters.
What kind of a world do we live in today? My family always fight and complain, and try to control my life. My so-called friends are parasites, and many people are just plain selfish. Also, a common problem among family and friends is that there are some who always want to borrow money with no intentions of paying it back.
I know what you mean. I'm alone a lot. Sometimes, I'm around many people and I'm still alone. Many people only care about themselves. Edgar Allan Poe knew what he was talking about when he wrote the poem, Alone.
It's applicable today. I'll read the poem to you. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent, or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view.
That's a deep poem. The more I hear about Edgar Allan Poe, the more I'm impressed with his writings, especially his
Why are
poems.
people as sad and lonely as Edgar Allan Poe was today?
Like Edgar Allan Poe, many people are sad and lonely. That is because many people are more concerned with making money, gaining power, having sex, taking drugs, abusing alcohol, and self-gratification than making friends and having good relationships with other people.
I agree with you. It doesn't matter whether they're rich, middle class, or poor. People are just plain pitiful creatures.
It's a shame that many people today have to search for friends on the internet.
And what makes it sad and pitiful, is that many of these people boast about having hundreds or thousands of online friends on Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn, but only a few, 1 or 0 friends in the real world.
And to add insult to injury, online dating services are becoming more and more popular today. Many people need a computer to find companionship. This is a very serious symptom among people that loneliness is prevalent today.
Like in the time of Edgar Allan Poe, many people are alone. That's why many of these people abuse drugs and alcohol, which leads to madness and self-destruction.
So, are people today so different than Edgar Allan Poe?
No. They're just more pitiful.